YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining. So today I'm going to be doing a baby names video. Some of you requested it on Instagram. So I have a 10-week-old baby called Joel, and these are the names for boys and girls that we considered using for him, some of them, and will be a strong possibility for baby number 2. So let's get into the video. So the first name on my girls list is Harper. I think this is such a pretty name. It's one of the names that we considered calling Joel if he'd been a girl, and it also means harp player. We actually had a harp playing at our wedding when I walked down the aisle, so it's a little bit sentimental in that way. It sounds silly, but yeah. So I absolutely love the name Harper, and it will definitely be on our list for baby number 2. So the next name on my list is Mollie, spelt with an IE because it's just a little bit different. This is actually what we decided to call Joel if he has been a girl. So absolutely love the name Mollie. It also means beloved, which I think is really, really cute. And again, that will definitely be on our list for baby number 2. The next name on my list for a girl is Sienna. This is actually the name of a Tuscan city in Italy, but it's just spelt slightly differently. And we both absolutely love Italy. So I just think, again, Sienna's a really, really pretty name. It was probably common about 10 years ago or so. It's not as common now. So what we like about all of these names is that she's not going to be one of like 5 or 10 other Siennas in her class, so I quite like it for that reason as well. But yeah, Sienna again will be on our list for baby number 2. So the next name on my girls list is Isabella. Isabella was our very close second choice for a girl if Joel has been a girl. And I love the fact that you could shorten it to Bella or Belle, which obviously both mean beautiful. And I also love the idea of having a little baby girl called Bella. I think that's really, really cute. So the next name on my girls list is Zara. Obviously I love shopping in Zara, which sounds silly, but yeah, you can't really go wrong. So I love the name Zara. It's also a biblical name that means princess, which is perfect for like a little girl. So then my next favourite name on the list is Ophelia. This is really, really grown on me recently actually. I think it's such a pretty name for a little girl. So Ophelia means helper, which I think is really cute, and that will definitely be on our list because I think it could be quite a strong contender if we have a girl next time. Like I said, it's not a massively popular name. In fact, I don't really know. I think I know like one other Ophelia. So she's not going to be like with Sienna and most of these other names. She's not going to be like one of 5 other Ophelias in her class at school, which I think is really, really important. So yeah, Ophelia is definitely one of my favourite girls' names at the moment. Lastly on my girls' list, but not least, because these aren't in a particular order at all, is the name Mila. Again, I think it's such a pretty and really cute name for a little girl. And that was on our list for baby number 1 because not all of these names were. So yeah, absolutely love Mila. That's definitely one of my favourites. So we're moving on to boys' names now. So the first name on my list of names for a boy, again these aren't in any particular order, is the name Hudson. I absolutely love this name. I think it's a little bit different. There's not many other Hudsons out there. However, we can't actually use this because one of Steve's good friends, they've got a little baby boy called Hudson, and we do see them, so it would just get a little bit confusing. But I do absolutely love the name. So if you were stuck for baby boys' names and want something a little bit different, I think Hudson's a really nice one to consider. The next name on my baby boys list is the name ROUX, so it's spelled R-O-U-X. I love names that look a bit unusual in the spelling, so I really, really like the way that ROUX is spelt. However, we would not use this for baby number 2 because one of Joel's middle names is actually ROUX, so he is Joel Finley ROUX. So obviously because we've used it before as a middle name, we wouldn't really use it again. Well, we wouldn't use it again. We loved this for obviously baby number 1, but for me personally it was just a little bit too edgy to have as a first name, so I think it's really, really perfect as a middle name. It's got a nice ring to it, it flows quite nicely. So yeah, ROUX. There's still not really many other ROUX out there. I only know of one other. So yeah, it's definitely a nice name to consider for a first name or a middle name if you're having a little boy. So the next name on my list is the name EZRA, which means helper, similar to Ophelia for a girl. So Ezra was actually on our list. Joel was very nearly called Ezra. It was one of our favourite boys' names for him. However, when he was born, he really did not look like an Ezra at all. So we went with obviously Joel instead. So this is why, for me personally, I could never announce my baby's name before it's here, because if we'd done that with Joel, if we found out the gender, because we had a surprise, but if we'd found out his gender before he was born and then obviously announced his name, we would have been in big trouble, because he really just did not look like an Ezra at all. So yeah, that's why we didn't use it, but we still like it. It's not like massively popular still, so there wouldn't be like loads of other Ezras out there. I actually saw a debate on Facebook about this a few months ago, about whether the name Ezra was in fact a boy's or a girl's name. I still think it's definitely more boyish. I haven't heard of any little girls called Ezra. So yeah, I think it's probably better for a boy, but that's my personal opinion. But yeah, it will definitely be on our list for baby number 2. So the next name on my boys list is Jackson. Again, this was a close second for what we were going to call Joel when he was born. So it's spelled Jaxon, so it's a little bit different, which again I love. And again, there's not that many Jacksons out there at the moment. It is getting more and more popular, but at the moment there's not like tons and tons of them. So hopefully he would be the only Jackson in his class. So next on my list is the name Bowden. This is a name that I've really started liking in the last couple of months. It wasn't actually on our list for baby number 1, but I heard it and I thought that's such a nice name. Obviously you can shorten it to Bo as well, which I quite like the idea of. So yeah, Bowden will definitely be on our list for baby number 2. So next up is the name Frankie. This is probably my absolute favourite boy's name at the moment. My stepmom's dad was called Frank, so there's a bit of like sentimental value there as well. But if we have a baby boy next time, there is a strong possibility that he will be called Frankie. And then last but not least is the name Harlen. Again, I really wanted to call Joel this name. I came up with it about a month before he was due. Unfortunately, Steve wasn't as keen as I was. But yeah, I still really love the name Harlen. I only know one other Harlen, so it's not massively popular and there wouldn't be loads of Harlens around, and I just think it's a really nice name for a little boy. And also he would have the same initials as me, so HC, which I love the idea of as well. So I'm going to try and convince Steve to put that on our list if we have baby number 2, because I definitely think it's a really lovely name. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've liked this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. And stay tuned. I try to upload videos twice a week with lots of new mum content and some like lifestyle vlogs thrown in. And I will see you guys in the next video.